Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Clutter. I'm your host, Margo, a professional organizer specializing in chronic clutter. One of the most common questions I get as a decluttering coach is, should I declutter this item? How do I decide what to keep and what to toss? Is there such a thing as a decluttering mistake? And they are all great questions. And my clients at first are shocked to hear my answer. There is no manual on what to keep and what to toss. Decluttering is not about a set of rules or items. It's a subjective journey that changes with the decluttering season you are in. So today I want to chat about the types of decluttering season and what is typically decluttered in each one of them. So as someone with a graduate degree in psychology, most of the women that I work with have accrued clutter over many decades. Many of them have experienced childhood and adolescent trauma and suffer from ADHD, anxiety, and depression. I see so much on social media advising people to keep this or toss that. And sure, there are some basic best practices with decluttering, such as getting rid of expired pantry items, expired makeup, appliances you don't use or haven't used in years, and a slew of others. But what you choose to declutter or keep depends on where you are within your own personal decluttering journey and specifically where your mindset is. Here are some things I've noticed that people in various seasons of decluttering choose to keep or toss. So there are three categories. There is the decluttering beginner, the decluttering intermediate, and the decluttering advanced. So let's start off with the decluttering beginner. A decluttering beginner thinks some of the following things. I don't know where to start. What if I make a mistake? Of course, I need all these nail polishes, and this broken picture frame can come in handy. The beginner will keep 90% of their things, and that's completely okay. You are just starting out. How in the world can you expect yourself to go from 0 to 180 overnight? It is completely unrealistic as an expectation. The brain has yet to break free of clutter habits, and the anxiety is too great when it comes to letting go of too much too quickly. Here in this phase, it's more about gentle decluttering. So it's focusing on easy items such as a broken pair of scissors, a loose wire, a t-shirt with armpit stains. As a decluttering beginner, we're focused more on the commitment phase, starting to build new habits of decluttering, and again, starting with the easier stuff first. And easy stuff are incredibly subjective. For one person, it could be super easy to get rid of all of their books because they've read them already and they no longer need them. Versus for somebody else, the books have sentimental value. And this is something that's left for one of the other stages of decluttering. So again, remember, it's incredibly subjective, but this is where the easy stuff goes first. Next is the decluttering intermediate. So this is where we tend to see a lot of mindset shifts. We tend to want to invest in our home. So we start to feel less anxious and stressed and overwhelmed. There's an internal transformation that happens here too, and that's the real magic. Decluttering here becomes easier and faster. We toss clothing that we've kept for our fantasy self, and the just-in-case mindset starts to diminish. Hell no, I don't need that fifth pan when I only use 4. No, I don't need my high school yearbook or these magnets I've collected over the years. We begin to notice other things that should change in our lives in this phase. Here, we start creating cleaning schedules. We are invested and care more about our homes. We envision having company over. We got decluttering on the brain. And while we still at times encounter items we hesitate to let go of, such as beauty products we don't use but cost a ton, we go to bed thinking of that item only to get up at 12 a.m. and toss it. Next, we move on to the decluttering advanced phase. And here, some of my clients will announce, Margo, I am a minimalist. And they choose to live with less. They start educating others, wanting to scream off the top of the rooftops, you don't need all this stuff. Here, we decline someone giving us their extra pair of kitchen towels or that free shelf. Our minds become clutter-free, and we start to set boundaries, decluttering friendships even. We evolve with more confidence. We become more creative and high-spirited. We have more energy and spend more time out than in, knowing that our homes have been taken care of with easy evening routines. Here, we also develop maintenance habits where we instantly spot and toss items and no longer shop compulsively. It becomes second nature to toss more than we bring in. Here, a lot of my clients would also say, Margo, why didn't I do this sooner? If you commit to decluttering, this is the journey and it takes time. So there is no such thing as never decluttering this or that, nor what to keep. Regardless of what stage of the decluttering journey you are in, keep what you want, toss the rest. Trust the process, and as long as you continue to declutter, you will inevitably get rid of more and more. Yes, even some of those sentimental items. I have yet to have a client who failed at decluttering and didn't do it perfectly. There is no such thing, by the way, as perfect decluttering. The most important thing is that you commit to decluttering, and it often helps to have accountability, support, and of course the right guidance, and you will be successful in decluttering your entire home. And of course, if you want to achieve a clutter-free home this year, you can learn how hiring me as a decluttering coach can help. You can check out more information in the show notes. So don't be hard on yourself. Trust the process and declutter one spatula, one shelf, one room at a time. Thank you so much for listening. As always, good luck on your decluttering journey, and remember to be good to yourself.